Hey guys, welcome to Style Class. So third installment of drilling down on the book. First installment, we went with Chill Modern Classic and knowing your adjectives.
Sliding scale.
Sliding the scale. The second installment was about proportions and
Rule
the rule
of
of
three.
three. How to get that balance.
Yeah.
And so today, no surprise, visually if you tuned in here, the conversation is about how to work in color and texture through the concept of bigs and pigs. And I'm going to explain what that means, but we're going to start off with a short read here, which I have to put on my old lady glasses to be able to do it. Don't get pissed if anyone's an old lady, because I am, and so we're there. Whatever. Anyways, okay. I hear all the time from people, they write me frequently, that they have a literal, not just figurative, pile up of brightly colored or printed clothes in their closet they have never even put on once. Some of them even still have the tags on them. Standing in your closet, you may wonder, have you lost your fucking mind? But when you look at each piece, you know the why behind the purchase. You imagine yourself feeling so chic, so optimistic. Someone wrote to me, Giovanna Battaglia. She's one that you're just like, oh, I want to be her, right? I really could go on, but you're embarrassed for yourself. The closet looks like the amalgamation of 5 different personalities, and it makes you wonder if you have any idea of your personal style. Are you really this confused about who you are? Before you start questioning your sanity, know this. As someone who prides herself on being highly creative, this makes total sense. While there is something cleansing about imagining yourself working in a sea of whites and grays, the reality is you desire to smack that around a bit. Give it more life, but with balance. This section is not about how to buy less color or print, nor is it where I will make a case for a more minimalist wardrobe. What I'm going to take the time here, what Katura and I are going to show you by trying things on and really playing around, is we're going to help you understand why the colored and printed items you bought were wrong, and conversely, which ones will work for you in the future and give you permission to resell those tagged items in your closet, okay? So we really kind of did the hard work a while ago. Tracy and I really started to understand for the collection, and then ultimately for ourselves, because we realized that when we say collection, it's about Tibi, and Tibi is really what Tracy and I were, it was us, right?
I remember seeing the boards where you were kind of pivoting from having more print focus, because that's how it was back in the day.
Yeah, and it was one where it was when we had to shed all those prints and all that color from back in the day. Then all of a sudden we were left with this really clean palette, and like I described in the book, it didn't give me enough, right? Enough when I wanted it. And so what we really figured out was every time we did a print that we loved, every time we did a color that we wore, we recognized there were 3 things always true. It was often in a fabrication that was icky.
So define icky, because that could be relative, right?
Icky is simply textural. It's a good ick. It's textural. And then it was either in something glossy. Sometimes it was glossy and icky. But when things had a high shine to them, we tended to be drawn to them. And then when it had sculpture and shape. So, like hot pink cotton fabric, for instance. If you gave that to me in a slim pant and a slim blazer, or as just a very average button down, to be honest, like I wouldn't wear it. I wouldn't wear it. It doesn't have enough of a point of view. But when that hot pink has a stronger shoulder, a curve to the leg, or any kind of like shape or statement to it, I'm all in.
Right.
So pigs and bigs, it stands for prints or
Brights.
brights. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm hungover.
Oh, I got you.
Okay, thank you. Brights and prints, icky, glossy, sculptural, bigs and pigs.
That's a really good guide, because I think you've talked about, customers, they're like, I don't get it. Why? I just feel dated, or I don't feel like myself. And it's like, because the slip that is in silk, that is in this print, this floral print feels very basic.
Basic, but give me that floral print and something like crunchy and gross.
Yeah.
And
I love that this is the third installment, because this is great for us to like, how do you anchor your adjectives? So we talked about that. I like color, but sometimes color all over the body isn't it. I thought I wanted to be like Solange and Tracy Ellis Reese.
Yeah.
That's how I was defining myself, which I can't define myself by a person.
Right.
But what I was drawn to is there's an excitement about them.
Yes.
There's a freedom in dressing with color.
Yeah.
And it's a playfulness, but I don't need that every day, right?
Exactly. And when you look closely at those two, when they are wearing their brights, they are icky.
They are.
Glossy or sculptural.
They are.
They really are.
Right.
I mean, Solange was not showing up in a lovely, like, hot pink silk blouse and, a matching.
It had some angles to it, and it
Yes.
still does, even when she wears black. So I think that's a good
picture.
place for us to talk about black as a texture, not black as just one color. We know we have our favorite Tracy that wears a lot of black, and she wears multiple
Texture.
Yeah.
She does it.
So tell me about what you're wearing. I know that it's nylon.
Yep. So I'm wearing the nylon, and this has got the stripe detail in it, right?
Mhm.
And of course, like, the thing is, like, this works when it works, when you're in the mood for it. It will always work. But for me, when like, if I were to take off my sock here, then the nylon to me is going to feel not the way that I want to feel. It's not that it's a bad look, but what it's going to do.
Are you on a struggle bus?
No, I know. I had a martini and a glass of wine, a glass and a
That's
half.
it?
That's a lot for me.
Oh, I was
You
like,
know what?
that's how I get the party
I wish I
started.
drank more. Okay.
Okay.
So lovely, right? Lovely.
Right. And this is somebody's look. Somebody's like, yes,
Right.
Amy nailed it.
And now, if I want to feel a little bit more, one of my options may be to bring in a bit of a colored statement here, right? But what if I'm going to an event? Maybe it's indoors, it's cocktails. So the
This doesn't
sweater
make sense.
retro, it doesn't make sense,
Right,
right?
right.
Like, I don't really. It becomes so much about the color rather than anything practical. So this doesn't feel right, but that's where this feels right. Now, even if I was going outside though, the blue causes me, it's like when we talk about 1 ton or none.
Right. So
this
I
is
see
a
2. Okay, good.
Jinx.
Knock on wood.
This is a 2. And I really, I'm not happy.
Well,
with
my
it.
eyes jumping from here to here.
Yeah, exactly. And so I think that if I had it to, one thing then, and I'm just curious, guys, what we're gonna do, and we found successful the last couple weeks, thank God, because this is more out of necessity. We really didn't want to prep every outfit. It was like, let's do this as we go.
Because this is how you get dressed in your
See?
closet. And
Exactly.
what I like is that Amy's showing you there's some intention behind every outfit. And
Yeah.
so a lot of times we're getting dressed just to get dressed for dress sake. But if you put some intention towards, okay, I want my focus to be
Right.
in one area that's interesting. This is interesting. It's
This
very
is interesting.
artful.
So now, to me, you guys, you saw what 2 looked like, and I know that 1 ton or none, 2 is really, you guys have a lot of questions about this. So 2, my eyes going 2 places, to the blue, bounce. Now, once I've done this, it somehow settles.
All right. I want to disrupt a little bit.
Yeah.
Are you breaking the rule of 3? Because now I'm like, I feel like you're breaking something, and I want you to go even far. I know it's a little bit.
No, because I feel like because in the ton, when you talk about the things that you can describe on the body,
Yeah.
I think I've got this chill ease with the top and the skirt.
Yep.
I think that I have a sort of coziness happening with like this being wrapped up and this being sweatery.
Yeah.
And then I would say I have an eclectic moment happening with this
Okay.
and here. So, if you gave me a straw hat right
I
now,
would not give you a straw hat right now.
but if you were tempted to, then that's like adding a whole nother vibe. It's like a
Right.
vibe shift.
Right. If I gave you a gold purse, I feel like
it's too, no,
Yeah.
no.
Okay.
But I'm curious, like, no, it's like, yeah, the purse needs to be,
Lens?
the purse needs to be, do you guys ever want to know why Balenciaga sent a runway with shoes under the arms that time?
Because they did this in a
That's what
video.
they did in the fitting, and then
Okay.
someone was like, damn.
Wait, I'm gonna try on a different skirt to see how I mix up.
But wait,
Okay, go ahead.
so I'm kind of happy with what this,
I'm happy with this too.
yeah,
But somehow this makes sense, but yeah.
what's wrong?
I don't want this sock on with this because I want to focus on this. I want to take the blue sock off.
Okay,
But
So-
this is where my opinion, right? I'm not outside. I'm like a friend that's saying, take that off.
and I'm like, bitch,
You're like, I
Leave me
like two
alone.
blues and a belt.
leave me
And a
alone.
skirt and a
So let
jacket.
me see if a little bit of awkwardness. I don't think this is going to do it, but I
It's
think,
not gonna, well, because you have irony at the foot and the waist. Oh.
because
Hello, ma'am.
I think here that the shoe is elegant,
Mm-hmm. And the sock is
and
elegant.
now the hosiery is elegant,
Mm-hmm.
and now I've got elegance and sport and coziness. I live on two different parties,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm. Here,
Can I have the white boot?
you can. I was gonna give you a sock off my foot.
Um,
No, thank you.
well, I don't know. You sent me that text of your freaking toe yesterday.
Yeah, I wanted
And
you to know I'm
now-
okay. I thought you were
I
concerned.
know, but you had an oozing toe, and I love
It
you.
wasn't
but, like,
oozing, it was a piece of glass.
I know, but you were squeezing it like a
That's true.
Anyways, okay. Noted. I mean, this is fine, but like, this isn't where I'm going to in my mind. Well, you know what? I'm gonna change. I'm not just rejecting it on the
on the rejection of
on
rejection.
the rejection of your foot, but I'm gonna reject it on I want to add in a tonal sock here.
I feel very safe with my look, and I feel like this is an easy way for me to get in color if I was struggling with color,
Uh-huh.
wearing ring 4 back to ring 3 and grounding it in black. But I'm curious if I slide the scale, maybe wear another ring 3 or another ring 4 on bottom that's a little brighter to see what
Mhm.
happens.
Yes.
I'm
It's-
into this.
Yeah. And I have to say, remember guys, there's no such thing as a skin sandwich when asymmetry is involved. Okay, so you don't be writing me right now.
Asterisk.
And I really, so to me, what could be perceived as safe here with the dark sock and the sandal is thrown a bit on its head with the nerdiness from the,
Very fresh.
yeah. But again, like we say, this isn't about choosing a winner.
Yeah.
It's about choosing the
What's
look
right for
that
you.
is doing what's right for you in that moment of time. Okay, so let's play with you a little bit here. But it's gonna bother me if I play with you with one sock on and one off, so I'm gonna, so why don't you talk first about what you're wearing?
Okay, so this is just the slip dress in orange sorbet, and then I have it on with our little sandals in orange as well.
And I really like this, just, do the colors match? No, good.
I agree. Like
Yeah.
when I put this on, I felt like I needed some color to go with it. Like I think I don't want it mixed too dark,
Yeah,
but I do still feel like I could add something more.
yeah,
And so maybe that's like a, I don't know.
yes,
Yeah, this feels right to me.
yeah.
Where are you going?
This is, I mean, I'm going to work in this. I'm going to walk around in this. Like, this is, I feel comfortable and I feel like myself.
So I want to look at the sweater tie here. So there's the one tie that is like, okay, I'm gonna really just take this off at some point, throw it around,
Mhm.
you know, my neck. I'm gonna put it on. I'm really using this to be multifunctional. Another way though that to me creates a little more of an outfit look, if you really are like, okay, wink, like I might throw it on later on, but I'm really like
Like I'm using this
It's
as part of my outfit.
very much part of my outfit. I think that there's this idea of like layering skirts over pants,
Mhm.
layering skirts over skirts, skirts over dresses.
Mhm.
And when you open up the cardigan here, and leave that kind of angled in the front,
Mhm.
it becomes like just one more, it
Yeah.
becomes like a different.
It almost
type
looks like
look
a
here.
mini skirt, like over the.
Exactly.
Mhm. Yeah.
And so that's just giving a little more shape and dimension. And then this is where, let's take this off for a second to be as visually descriptive as possible.
Mhm.
A lot of times when people have something straight up and down, and if you are wanting to show a little more curve in the look, one option that people do sometimes is you're like, oh, well, this will solve the day, right? Like, I'll just put this belt on.
But it doesn't.
It doesn't.
It
doesn't.
just breaks up the eye.
It breaks up the eye, and it turned the ease of what this slip dress, this kind of 90s easy Kate Mossy slip dress,
Mhm.
it made it so precious, right?
Right.
But I think that if you are really wanting to play around and create, and it's weird to put things on when they're not on your body. So let's tie the sweater up again. So here, clearly, this is giving you some of that dimension to create proportions as well. But then just being able to layer the belt on top becomes like a more interesting proposition here, right? Like this, now you've
So,
got
like
like
this-
the textures all
Right.
added in, and
And I think that's like, I love a slip dress, and I loved a slip dress with sandals, but it felt like it was missing some kind of like texture, something like tactile, and the hairy felt kind of.
And I
Is that
think for me, there's something, the minute you have a little bit of heel on a sandal
Mhm.
and a bare leg and a slip dress, there's something that fights in not a good way.
Or maybe it matches too much in a.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
way?
well, I think it's the way what happened when we did the belt, it precipes it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I think when I'm wearing a slip dress alone, bare-legged, I really crave a flat. I mean, certainly, like, think how immediately a pump you recoil. Like, you
Right.
get why that would look.
Yeah.
But there's something a little too left undone. When
Mhm.
you've got that heel on, you're going somewhere because you've definitely pressed it a bit. So you want to like really then anchor it by making it weird again,
Mhm.
or press it out all the way. Put in the big earrings,
Mhm.
add the jewelry, go big or go home, right?
And do you think with like the slip dress and the sandal, that would be a good opportunity for a sock with it too?
It depends on where you're going. Like if it were a summer event
Yeah.
in the Hamptons, it would feel
That would be
like,
weird.
right? Yeah, like girl, it's 90 degrees
Yeah.
out. Let's
Not
come
cute.
But
on.
if you have on a sock, you probably would have on sleeves.
Yeah, like
Or
I
your
could,
sweater.
and I could see for sure. I mean, we just got back from San Francisco. It got into the 60s.
Oh my god, it was so
High
beautiful.
50s at night. So yeah, like
Mhm.
that sock would be like your clever way of staying a little warm,
Right.
but still in the summer, the moment of summer.
I was looking for the navy, but I'm curious. Remember the woman walked out of the fitting room and she had that shirt over top of her yellow dress, and we were like obsessed with her.
Oh,
Do you think this one or the t-shirt? This one, right? This is the V-neck.
let's see how we like
Let's see how the
V-neck. I'm
V-neck
not
is.
sure.
Yeah. I'm just curious, and it not even with the.
Okay, these are weird. You guys are looking really good all together here with your colors.
Thank you.
So
What I love about having the slip dress is that you can turn the slip dress into a skirt when there's need for it,
Mhm.
and really kind of
yeah, and this belt and the sweater option is really letting you do that.
right.
And so
This is really like an elevated sweatshirt. You know,
Yeah.
the body, it's this low shouldered dolman. It's
Yeah.
very dry.
yeah, this is for you guys if you're familiar with the fabrication called Mika Crepe.
Mm-hmm.
And when we talk about ick, this falls into the ick category.
But also
And-
in this, it's beautiful, the sculpture of the back and the cocoon.
So if this was a lovely chocolate brown silk
Mhm.
blouse,
Right.
you would use the
Blouse.
word blouse. And I would never use the word blouse to
Yeah.
describe what's going on here. Because this has got that really good texture,
Mhm.
which we also talk about valves.
Mhm.
This shirt's a valve because it's going to dial up denim
Mhm.
and it's going to also take something down a notch.
Yeah.
So what I'm curious about here too, like let's pretend we're Paris Fashion Week vibes, right? Doesn't mean you have to be in Paris Dream Fashion Week, but this is how we're going to describe the moment. So I'm tempted, and
Oh, yes, please.
I know a couple of you guys have already gone to the store, and you're like, Grace, man, where are those shoulder pads that Amy promised me? And Grace are coming, you guys are coming. We're gonna have them at the store for you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one of our old shoulder pads.
Oh yeah,
here,
push your hair back so you can see
and
it.
I'm gonna push it in on this side.
You know what? I bet you some people probably have old shoulder pads laying around, or like you're like, I'm getting rid of
They
that.
might, but it's funny. I was in London for a thing with the British Fashion Awards,
Mhm.
like 10 years or so ago, and I brought this navy blue crepe dress of ours,
Mhm.
and I was craving a shoulder pad, and I thought that I could go to like John something, whatever that department store is. You guys will send it in to me. And I was like, do you guys have shoulder pads? Like they even had a sewing area, and they
none.
didn't, and there were no shoulder pads around. But already,
Right.
what's happening here, it's just poking out here, so you want to trim that down. But this is giving you more edge here.
Yep.
Like the
And-
sculptural.
Right. And again, if this were silk, it would just deflate.
Yeah.
But this and the texture
Mhm.
with the shoulder pad, the whole thing,
Mhm.
you are really getting like a fashion week moment. And I even think, I'm
Changing
curious
her
how we,
shoe out.
yeah, let's, yeah, this is what I want.
Oh, I was gonna give her a loafer, but yeah.
Let's try both.
So we have the Cuda boot, and then we have the, what is this called? The Harry
Herbert.
Herbert. So
Yep. Turn to the side.
it's a little on the nose for me.
Yeah, I don't hate it, but it's like it just made everything else feel. I
Like
like.
it almost is white. Like it's feeling really white.
Yeah,
With, like-
and it's not as nuanced as I want it to be. So let's see what happens with the loafer.
I'm curious why we both wanted white, right? There was something like happening here where you wanted to add freshness to it. Because
Yes, but if it were, I mean, 100%, if you were wearing this when it was hotter out, I would definitely the brown suede. Okay, this.
yeah, but the interest on her body.
Yes, even though Cuda boot is so chill, this one, and okay,
Because she's ladylike everywhere else. I feel like this is kind of like I didn't even want to come. You know, I looked at
I'm
this
here, I'm
effort.
doing
Yeah.
it, like I
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
and I really like took what was in my luggage, and I didn't plan on building this outfit, but
Right.
because
I'm
I'm
using
such
what
a
I
good
have.
packer, this is how it came
Right,
out.
and I styled
Love
myself
it.
well. This is really good.
Love this. And so, question, is this your size on the shoe?
What size do you normally?
This
is
is
a 40.
a 40.
Uh-huh.
I'm normally a 39, but I would take a 40 in these.
Okay, and then, and you have an arch.
I think, yes.
Yes, you have an
Yeah.
arch on your shoe. So if you guys saw her putting this on, you had a little bit of a struggle, even getting on the 39 because you
Mhm.
have an arch, and you just keep getting your foot in there, and
Now it's on, it feels comfortable.
oh yeah, it's all the give. And can I have it as well?
The loafer, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
There you go.
Thanks.
So I really feel like this does the work that a sneaker would do.
So I'm trying to 40, and this is my size, but I'm very flat-footed,
Uh-huh.
and like for me, it's like I'm a full size bigger than you,
Mhm.
but I definitely can just like shimmy it on.
Yeah.
Because flat feety people can do that.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, cool. On to the next.
Thank
Something
you.
else?
On to the next. On to
All
the
right.
next.
So Amy,
Yeah.
I would love to see. We didn't talk about what colors to wear with this. People get prints sometimes, and they're like, "Can I add color to a print?" What are some styling tips you would
Well,
suggest?
I mean, first of all, I'm gonna absolutely
Mhm.
wear gray, duh.
So you're gonna start with the pragmatic end of the scale. Well, you were at the creative end of the scale a minute ago.
I'm gonna start with the pragmatic. I don't wear printed scarves, but I recognize a lot of people out there are loving a printed scarf
Mhm.
around their waist right now. So let's pretend
Or the
like
pen.
I want to do the same thing.
Yeah.
But like here, if I'm wearing the gray and I want a little bit of lightness, like
Mhm.
maybe I'm gonna wrap a scarf around if
Mhm.
I'm wanting to like really take it up a notch. We know that the bright blue absolutely works.
Mhm.
We know that I love a tonal navy blue
Mhm.
every time.
Okay.
I tend not to wear. Do you mind handing me the bright green
Yeah. What about?
and the pink and the pink?
I really like the red here, the red orange with this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Yeah, and I think so. If I were to wear the red orange,
Mm-hmm.
All
Can you throw that up?
all I'm really thinking about is how bold
Are you
do I
feeling?
want to be,
Right.
and I think that I'm gonna step off camera here in the corner.
Okay.
God help me.
So just to
I'm so worried I'm gonna undress one day.
wait, guys, I just want to say this. Amy took off her clothes and she has her shoulder pads tucked into her bra. Yes,
Where the fuck
girl.
else am I gonna put them?
I don't know. I really wasn't expecting to see shoulder pads, but here we are.
I know.
All right.
I was trying to with the nylon. I forgot to mention that. I was gonna
Surprise.
play around with that.
Oh, but
Okay.
it's good with this too.
So if I'm wearing
Mhm.
a bright,
Ring 4.
right, and so you know that ring 4 with ring 2
Mhm.
is always going to
Classic.
it's going to lean classic
Mhm.
and structured, right?
Mhm.
So you are absolutely wearing ring 4
Mhm.
with your ring 3s, right?
Yeah. 2 ring 3s.
So here you are subtle with the pop,
Mhm.
and here I'm very structured
Mhm.
and classic. So I think immediately for me, I'm tempted to like the prunish colored shoe.
To add some dimension.
I'm gonna put that on. I would even maybe switch my shoe out to. I'm good here. Like
See, this is where I would not wear white. I almost reached for white, and I was like, this feels too bright because whites and brights to me they kind of do the same thing in a way. So it's not a sandwich, but it's a sandwich because for me, I'm like, maybe it's 1 to 9.
I think
2. That's why I don't like it.
but I do feel like this nerdiness here
Mhm.
is breaking it up.
Mhm.
I do feel like I would wear a brown bag with
Mhm.
this, a brown leather bag, and I'd be really leaning into the neutral.
Mhm.
And so because these are all in ring 2, I'm almost focusing on the green as like my one space, even though I'm very aware that I've got that white down there.
Mhm.
But
Too.
I think that, you know, the considerations that I'm probably going through in my head is if I were barefoot here
Mhm.
and wearing the white.
So this is fall trans for you.
Right. And so for me, if I'm wearing the white without a sock,
Oh,
I'm,
gummy bear.
oh, you're a little gummy bear earring. Okay. If I'm wearing it without the sock, what's happening here is it's giving a lot of prep in a way that, like, for me,
I would
sometimes
invite you to the Hamptons to hang out.
I would, like, this is one where if you told me, like, Hamptons, Greenwich Country Club, Preppyville, and I'm going to do it with, like, a bit of a twist,
Yeah.
this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do all your prep, but I'm going to do it with so much more ease. But what I did love, weather permitting, is that wearing the sock with it gave it like a nerdiness. And I really, for me, like mixing in
Yeah.
the nerdiness with it. It fucks it up a bit.
So this is where a skin sandwich looks good to me because I feel like just
Well,
because
besides
people
you can't-
It's
I
very
mean-
symmetrical.
And we said you can't have skin sandwich here.
Right, so I-
symmetrical.
So when you have a little prosciutto, it's nice because I feel like you broke it up, and I'm like, okay, like your face
letting
color.
it- But it's letting the skin do what you want it to do, and this is where I want to nerdify it. But if you think about that trope of a woman who's wearing the pencil skirt here with the black slim,
Oh my god,
Dude,
this is
right
my mom
out
in the
there.
80s coming to my school to talk to my teacher.
are you in trouble?
Yes, well, no, I'm the valedictorian of elementary school. I gave a speech. I don't know why they had that. But
Oh, I think they told you that's what you were doing.
I know. I was like, I read a poem called A Penny for My Sister. A penny for my sister. I wanted to sell my sister.
Oh,
Yeah,
you were selling.
I was selling her all of them. But I love you now.
There is so much wrong there.
There was. So, all right. So I added a ring. It's funny. Ink blue to me really feels like I want to put in a ring 4.
I just had the same exact thought.
Yeah.
Literally
Come
exactly
here.
the same.
So I want to put it in ring 4, but I know that it falls into ring 3. What do you? Here, you want to try these?
Sure.
Okay. All right. So I added ring 3 and ring 3, so it's very soothing. But I did want to break up the eye a little bit because I felt a little bit too safe. Now I'm curious about what shoe I would want to put on. Okay. Is that the shoe for you?
I don't think so. I think I look a little,
Mature.
yes, a little corporate-y.
Okay. Let's get you some options.
It's short sleeve,
You don't like it?
and I think that's why you feel corporate-y.
Oh.
With a slack. So that's the Scotty.
Yeah, tropical wool Scotty in the oatmeal melange, and then pony hair belt in the serviette black baby tee.
You can just throw this on over because your
Okay, the white
body
one.
is already
slim.
slim,
So-
and then
So it's a
Like
big
throw
slim
it on.
skin.
throw it over here. Yeah, I
was gonna
think
put this
your
on,
slim
too.
is slim, and that's corporate vibes too.
So I feel like if I were to do 1 ton, right now this would be like a ton for somebody that's not really into brights. It's funny how this ochre just kind of like melts into your skin because you had this on a minute ago, and it was like it's not a nude because you're yellow, but it was like almost like a nude.
Yeah,
All right, so
Is that better?
it's better.
it's high contrast, right? So the black from ring 1, and then it's funny because it's ring 2, but it's like the lighter end because it's a melange. Can you talk about why you and Tracy decided on an oatmeal melange?
Because oatmeal flat is
Flat,
it doesn't have it.
right?
The end is coffee drink, right? Is that
Well,
a coffee drink?
A
Something
flat
that's not
white.
happening here, but
I want to try. Can you pass her the white serviette? I don't know that you need the belted. I think that the ease of it you need for it to be like a bigger sweater with a fuller pant, and that you're really covered everywhere. So an open toed shoe would probably be better for you.
yeah,
So I would. That's kind of like matchy matchy. I almost want to
the
do.
burgundy
You can do both.
is kind of what
Burgundy.
I'm craving.
Okay. You said burgundy. It's crazy over here.
I know.
Did Amy take it with her?
Oh, here,
Yeah, Amy took it with her.
we have one.
All right. So here, let's see. What would this be like if I added the black? So I'm curious about. All right. So, interesting. So 1 to none. So do you see 1? Do you see none?
Here?
Yeah.
I see one.
I see 1 too.
Black.
Also,
I
her
see
pink.
dead people. Let me see.
I'm
I love
alive.
that film. That's so good. I see dead people.
I like Blair Witch Project.
It's six. Okay.
Okay.
I see chill.
Mhm.
I see chill.
I don't feel corporate anymore.
Oh, sorry.
I got you a glass of water because you asked for one.
Stick my whole hand in it. If you had on something with a lot of color, I think that's interesting here. I had this Doma disco bracelet somewhere.
This is a ton for you, no?
What?
Are you in a ton?
Oh, no.
Not
I'm
yet.
giving her. You know, then if you put this on and you're like, I want something a little bit brighter in my life,
Mhm.
having this off of your bag or something like that is going to give you that moment,
Mhm.
right? And a lot of people, they want something to work as a little more of a clean palette for them.
Mhm.
It's still sharp.
And you want to be able to wear jewelry. Like when you talk about the mashup of things in our closet, sometimes we have like all this crazy jewelry,
Mm-hmm.
your necklace, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, where am I wearing this? And this is when it comes out, when you probably best feel like yourself.
Mhm.
And if you were wearing something that was just a little more like bright and colorful, that's probably not when you feel
Mhm.
best given your style and where you are on the CP scale.
Mhm.
That would not be where you would feel great.
Right.
How do you feel like a green purse?
Not quite. I don't. Not quite right.
No.
I don't like the green. I don't like.
No, this is where I'm tempted to just have you pile up like on either more. I just want to give you some good neutrals. Like, here's your bag. Like,
Yeah, like
Right,
the
there.
white. There it is.
Yeah.
Sharpens it. But it's still kind of like I still have the good texture from the serviette, and then I feel like the oatmeal, like because it's a melange, almost reads textured.
it does.
Mhm.
It really, that is what a melange does. And it's funny because Tracy and I would always try and recognize when we were in the mood for melange fabrics,
Mhm.
more very straight up saturated clean fabrics.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is in the fashion world, people talk about them as just clear trends. Like, oh, now it's a melange trend happening. Now it's a clean fabric thing happening. And what we realized was that it's not about trends.
Right.
It's about when is it that you're craving something
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
that is a little more nuanced and when are you not. So that's the idea is that these textures become the tools in your closet rather than focusing on a trend and focusing on what that is doing for you. Because even as we got to the white purse here,
Mm-hmm.
we were really trying to figure out how was it that you wanted to feel today. And the minute that I gave you the white shoe to substitute as a bag, your whole body just slouched into it. And then
Right.
we know that that is what's feeling right.
So it's a color system, really, to like know yourself a little bit better or apply what you know.
100%. So I wanted to see how this color felt breaking this up, because when I was in Colorado, I was wearing the white skirt and this and a black tank on top of it, and it felt like it was really giving some nuance. Here, I don't feel like it's adding anything. I just, I feel like this texture is too close to this, and then this one's just way too. I'm not there yet. I'm gonna switch to all brown. And
It's
see
interesting
what
because
happens.
I wanted to break up the blue to see like what happens when I add ring 4 to these ring 3s. We were having a conversation
Yeah.
about this being like it's almost like the ochre.
Yeah.
These play in the same wheelhouse, and it
Yes.
feels like it's a primary, but it's not, because it's orangish,
Yeah.
purplish. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm sorry. I'm like,
No, that's
I
okay.
keep catching myself on my bracelet.
But they're Matt tried to tell you.
no, sorry, Matt.
I just got like 4 points with Matt for one.
Oh,
So
good.
it's still too preppy
See
for
where
me,
that
but I
scorecard
do
takes
crave. What? Oh my god, the struggle bussy. All right, so
Just so.
it's okay. You got this. You got
I should not have had the martini.
Well, I'm wearing the how do you say it?
El Cruceño.
Paseño.
El Carosino? Yeah, I like.
So this is the button down from the collection.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. It's ring 3.
Yeah.
Ring 4. How do you feel?
I feel like if I were, again, like we're using Paris Fashion Week as a euphemism for
High C.
high C, high
High creative.
creative. And I know that, like, had I packed just this, I would crave a little bit more. So this is the tank top, and I'm just wearing it down
Oh.
around my waist.
You made it as a
So
belt.
it becomes like a little belt thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would feel like this is giving me a little bit more. So guys, what I've
Very
done
color
is,
block.
yeah, I just took the tank top, I unbuttoned it so I could slip it down, and then I'm gonna let it create more. This is where, like, really, like, when you're packing and you wanna.
Right.
No, I don't like the belt with this.
What were you? Tell us what you were doing though. What's off?
It was more of on Paris Fashion Week mode. I want a little more energy in what I'm wearing.
More energy.
But I think something like probably a big white bag would just give me that energy. And now it's Paris Fashion Week, but it's a daytime.
Okay.
I'm running around, and then maybe I've got on like a cool earring or something. But this
How would you change for night?
I'm not
Or how would you keep this?
in Paris. I'm
Mhm.
not convinced that I'm going out at night in
Mhm.
all chocolate brown.
Mm.
Like I have to really, but if I
The
did,
white boot.
I think that I would, no, not the white boot. That still feels a little too, that's like Scandi Fashion Week to me, not Paris Fashion Week.
Hmm.
So I'm imagining myself in a place that is like more elevated than where Scandi to me is more quirky. And I don't mean like, I'm not meaning to generalize there for you Scandinavians, but what I'm talking about is like the Philo pictures on Vogue, the Fashion Week pictures all tend to get very like, you know, gingham baby doll dress for day and night, you know, like
Yeah.
that becomes the vibe.
Where is the Huda boot? Sloan came out in that gray. Can you tell me? I think that that's a gray ring 2. I feel like that's a ring 3 that Sloan's wearing in the triple pleat bio too.
You feel like the gray is a ring too?
Mm-hmm. But
Yeah, I mean, I think it depends. Like,
I think I need like a sweater or something. I feel like.
yeah, I'm craving more here.
Yeah.
It just depends. Like, if you're gonna,
well, I wanted to have a conversation about like color carriers. I really feel that this gray, and most of our ring 3s that are ring 3 neutrals, because your skirt's actually a ring 3 neutral. It's not ring 2. Did you know that?
yeah, because it's got an olivey green
Yeah.
undertones to it.
This
Which
is a
is-
true.
which is why I think like it's not that what we call Ralph Lauren brown.
Mm-hmm.
Again, a euphemism for something very classic, which is why I think like for Paris now,
Mm-hmm.
putting this gold shoe with the black sheer icky tight, I would even put like a weird lacy
Mm-hmm.
tight on with it,
Mm-hmm.
and then a big earring and a fabulous white bag,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm good to go. But I'm not putting bright.
I'm putting it on me.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But I'm not for
Yeah.
Paris. Like I'm gonna go out like this with like a big weird earring
Yeah.
on. So it's subtle, but it still has style gravitas. Now you,
I need something.
okay, so we've got 3. I'm gonna say 3, 4,
Mm-hmm.
2.
Mm-hmm.
Your neutral brown.
Mm-hmm.
What happens? So here to me is a bit of a conundrum when you're dressing in the summertime
Mhm.
and you're aching for a bit more, but the reality is like it's hot out.
Mhm.
So where are you going to get more? And it's funny, I'm craving more.
12
in-
molar jacket.
Well, I don't think it can be a jacket because it's really hot out.
The modal. Oh.
But this is where, to me, any of these, like mercerized, any of our silk,
Mm-hmm.
those really like lightweight.
The
Something
cotton.
a little more lightweight though than the washable. I think it's the skin like
The crispy cotton.
the crispy, yes,
Yep,
the
yep,
crispy
crispy
cotton sweater is perfect for this because I really love the idea here of then mixing in one more colorway here in
I
this
agree, yeah.
neutral. And I think if it is like really for day and you're hanging out,
Mm-hmm.
you can do the red, and it's a thing, and it gets us back to where we started out with you when we were putting everything on. But it's not giving you the extra, like this. It's a different moment.
Right.
This is extra, and this is like just like, oh look, I'm chill.
This feels super chill.
Knowing you, this feels the mindset that you are in often.
Mhm.
Is for going for this, you know. But that white loafer is adding so much here because I think that, for instance, if I put you in, like if we're in summer mode here and I put you in a brown flat, this is where you can make choices like, well, I love the brown flat.
I do too.
Yeah.
I wore these today.
Oh, good. I'm giving you your own shoe.
So I don't have my toes.
Amazing.
I just had to. I feel like this was a little preppy and on spot on, so I needed to let my hair.
Okay, so this is really like all of these neutrals in the ring 2 area, and then you've got this subtlety of 3 and the pop of 4.
See, I feel like I'm gravitating toward the sandal. Like I like the wrappy.
I think that you don't have to, but I don't think you have to choose. Like
Right.
it really would depend on your mood, and if you were, and this is why too, like we had a whole debate the other day. Like Alana and Tracy and I were like, okay, what color should we bring in Alley for
Mhm.
next spring?
Mm-hmm.
And Tracy kept saying, she's like, well, I never wear the white one. And as a rule, you really don't see Tracy in a white sandal.
Mm-hmm.
But if it plays a real tool in your closet to lift things up and just give, like I love wearing all black and then that white sandal.
Mhm.
Wearing all this, I would wear the white sandal with it. So I think that here,
But it's
the
also
loafer
bare
plays a
and
role.
white.
Like, yes, to me, like if you're taking the train from London to Paris,
Mhm.
this is a really easy like go-to when you're on the train.
Mhm.
But if you were wanting a sandal that still gave you the pop that that white's giving you,
Mhm.
that's where like a berry in white is going to play a role in your closet, and berry in red.
Oh, I love
Right.
the white berry.
Can I
Or
see your
there's
sweater
something,
on?
right?
I'm curious to see what the sweater on with the white sandal looks like. The sweater around your waist.
Oh, my.
Yeah, can you put it on?
And then I'm going to show
Just
the
curious.
different style here. So earlier I had, and Katara's right, like we were playing around with these shoulder pads. They're here. I'm wearing the size small. And so the Mika crepe tops come in the V-neck that Sloan had on at the beginning. And now I'm wearing the relaxed t-shirt style.
Can you turn around and show them the darts at the back? I think this is very important. So it's darted. There's 2 darts.
So
And it kind of like gives that little turtle cocoon back.
yeah, so if this is where like when you're wanting a top that is so simple, but it has a moment, it's here. And then if you're wanting to play down on the moment, you just tuck it into a pair of jeans, and then it just really functions so purely as a t-shirt.
So I just wanted to say,
It's so
like,
good.
this to me is not more believable, but like wearing this white shoe, it's like if you're wearing that, you're likely like
A
way
little
more chilled out,
covered.
Mhm.
a little bit more covered on top.
Yeah,
And this is your way of being. It's not even androgynous. It's like super pragmatic, but like
Yeah, I was gonna say I do feel a little like a little more femininity in this. I think.
and maybe that's where color comes in. But
and
also with
oddly,
the
you
with,
feel more feminine. And that's where I think you have to realize, like, no, femininity in that tank top in a color may not be your answer, femininity.
black or navy would have been nice
The
too.
navy,
Mhm.
and this has the sheerness
Mhm.
and all the ease. If you come just a little bit closer,
Yeah.
you can see like
Has
this
like a
sweater's
seam,
got
yeah.
a little bit of sheerness to it. It's got this center seam.
And I like seeing if you wanted to, you could pop out a little bit. You could do it better than I could, but that's kind of sloppy. But you know what I mean. You could show a little bit like a half C's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I really like,
This feels like
It's
I mean,
so good,
yeah,
yeah.
this feels believable. This feels like
Yeah.
me. I really like your outfit. I'm kind of jealous of it.
this outfit.
This one.
Oh, this one? Oh.
This is up my wheelhouse too because I
Thank
love
you. I think
monochrome
it's so
movement.
cool.
It's really like it's
But you're
it's
interesting.
You and Sherry McMullen were literally both wearing this with your jacket,
We were,
so
we
I
were.
get that for sure.
It's so funny how I like change from one pant to the other, and it's not really about the pant shape. But I knew that I wanted something like if I'm gonna be so preppy on top, I need something that's like a little bit more forward. And this is where I love opening this up. But this is a color carrier. I really feel that Ring 3 also has a segment that's like Ring 3 neutrals
Yeah,
and Ring 3 brighters, or like I know you created it, but for me this carries all the color in a way that maybe so
yeah,
good.
absolutely.
Yeah. Cool.
No, the Ring 3 is such a, remember, it's such a sell because you don't choose. Had this pant been black,
Yeah.
it would have read more tailored and structured,
Yeah.
and that is a vibe for when you want it, right? It's a vibe for when you
Yeah,
want
because
it.
it's high contrast
Right.
with Ring 4.
All
right.
Ring 3 does is, it doesn't mean that you have to vote for class superlative when you're 5 years old or whatever.
Rude. I was valedictorian of my elementary school, Brooklyn Park.
But it doesn't
Elementary.
mean that you have to vote for it. It means that when you look in your closet and you're like, I want to get more use out of these colors,
Yeah.
then this is what that does for you. And I'm going to really quickly explain that again, and to many of you older people here in terms of your CP life cycle. You know this already, but the idea of bringing these colors out is literally a lot of you, when you were trapped in the black-white rut, and then you add some navy into it, and then you decide to try and get out of the rut, you're going to bring in all of those Ring 4 colors. No matter what, navy and the purple feels sharp and tailored. Black and purple, sharp and tailored. Chocolate, country brown, and purple, sharp and tailored.
Mhm.
So what happens is you think that you have expanded your wardrobe, but you have actually really doubled down on a singular vibe.
Yeah.
So the minute now, if you were wearing the purple with this, you are giving it like chill and nuance
Mhm.
and ease.
Yep.
And that is what you're adding to your wardrobe. So this is where, when you've got brights that you are not wearing enough, it is because you are in a rut of a vibe, not in a rut of lack of clothing. So
Mhm.
bringing in some of these items in the Ring 3 is going to wildly expand your wardrobe.
Agreed.
Can we talk about this?
You must.
Yeah.
So, if you've been around a while, you saw that there was an aviator back in the day. I feel like this is like the cooler brother that has a motorcycle, but he also like has the best girl in the school. It's so good. It's so
good. And I think that this
And
is
lots.
one where what Tracy was really aiming for, when we did the first aviator, we did one in a brown leather that was really
Oh,
distressed.
it was like this. Well, like
Yes.
an off Ring 3.
And then we did a pure black one.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, wow, the black is going to sell, obviously. But the brown distressed one sold because it behaved like a Ring 3. It was solving a
People
problem.
wanted that Tom Cruise. They
Yeah.
were like, "Give me that Top Gun, baby."
You know, that was our Christmas in the 80s. My dad went to Banana Republic and bought my sister and I the Tom Cruise
The top
That was
one?
back when
We need
Banana
photos.
Republic sold like real things and we
Pop
were
up,
both
we need photos.
killing McGillis. So when Tracy designed this, what she was really going for was having this pebbled texture here. And so what you can see is what the pebbling does is it makes a motor sweatshirt, basically. It's like a sweatshirt jacket.
Yeah.
It makes something that on the surface could be a very trope of like hard and edgy, and it makes it so soft and pliable. Because I was like, Tracy, give me the black leather jacket that I can throw on and go to the grocery store and not be like tough mom in the cereal aisle, you know, like
Well,
just be chill.
the jean jacket trope is also the moto jacket trope from like 2000 and whatever.
Right.
You know, I remember a lot of people for their weddings were doing a motorcycle jacket over the dress because you want the irony. I did not. I did a jean jacket, so I was on the other side.
Leandra,
Right.
she
So
had like a Rebecca Minkoff.
right,
leather
because there's a
moto.
craving for this hardness with the softness,
Yeah.
so that's what it does. And I don't feel like I'm looking at you and being like, "Whoa, who's into streetwear?" Okay, you know, it's not. It really feels
Yes.
easy.
Yeah, and I feel like it's believable too. Like even wearing it with the skirt like this,
Mm-hmm.
or if I let me just swing. Even if I shorten this up a little bit and did like a nerdy thing here all the way. You guys remember that's the beauty of these elastic waist skirts here. You can just shorten them up. And what I want to remind you is this one, it's just very clean and flat right here. We know that this skirt works on every single size. Don't even write to me asking, can this work at this height or this size? It can. The answer is yes. Answer your own DM that way. The answer is yes. So what this jacket does though is it's just giving, now how do you
In this,
look confused.
I am confused.
You're confused.
Something. Okay, so I saw Daphne in the showroom
Yeah.
put these two together and thought, wow, it's not with navy, but I was like, she looks super cool.
Yes, Daphne would. For sure.
Right, but then it's like that's not believable.
But when I saw you in this, immediately I was like, yes, this is Sloan. Because you're not a pink girl, but you grounded it in navy on the top,
Mm-hmm.
and it had ease to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so let's, can you, do this for me? Can I see the white pointed toe slide here? Because it's a little on the nose for me, for you to be
A
wearing the
loafer and then like a
and the
trouser.
tweed
Yeah.
and the navy, like it's a little on the nose. Okay, so like here,
Yeah.
right, so this is you like very cool, casual
Mhm.
at the office. But what I also want to see is, does this gross you out to put this on? Oh no, can you put on the gray sock there? I mean,
Either
it
way.
doesn't like, I know. Like back in the time of COVID, it was like, we would have to wear masks when we were doing style class with each other and like it was such a, yes, you were putting, it was like such a ruse because like, come on, you knew that we weren't gonna be wearing this all day. But now I feel like this
What
is a
mask?
mask where people are like, you know, this looks great. Okay, so let me see here. Can I see a mashup here now of the gray and the brown and the navy, and you're kind of just going with all of these neutrals, and you've got this little bit of pink here.
I don't know which one your hand went in, but I'm drinking.
Is there another gray sock?
There should be.
Because I want to,
I have it on. No.
can I see the other gray sock? Because what I want to show people now is
She was
one of
creating
the
interest,
coolest
and I
things
see it.
about the skirt.
Oh.
I love this skirt so much. And I would say, how closely do you think the pink versus the green, like, is it just pick your poison or,
Pick your poison. Yeah. For
because they don't do dramatically different things to
Oh, the skirt.
Mhm.
I think the skirt, the green reads a little bit more masculine.
Do you have, yes, I could see that.
For those that are like
Little bit.
anti-pink, I'm like, this is
This is
when I feel
pink
the
for
energy.
people that are anti-pink.
Right. But if people are like completely, you know, I
Yeah.
don't even do prints, then I send them to green and
Yes.
they feel good.
And what I love about this skirt, so first of all, guys, this skirt is a tweed from the mill Sordevolo. And Sordevolo is in the town of Biella, B-I-E-L-A in Italy. We visited them. It is, the company's over 100 years old. It is family run. We got a tour with the granddaughters. They do all the Gucci jacquards, the Chanel jacquards, the Balenciaga jacquards, the Tibi jacquard here. They are absolutely, the fabrication is absolutely top notch. So what I want to show you is investment piece wise.
Mhm.
This is one like, first of all, very cool.
Yeah, this
Right.
is.
Very cool. Now, can you, to your comfort level, I want you to unzip. This has a two-way zipper on it. This Riri zipper is so good here. So now, if you can kind of go like this, it kind of gives this effect like you're
Like
wearing
almost like cool.
a pant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a culotte. And it's one that like, I even think if you were wearing like, even
That's what I was
just
gonna
a
ask.
white t-shirt, this can feel
That's
very,
Yeah, like-
so necessary.
Mhm.
it can feel right in
Mhm.
any moment, you know, because this skirt that like, I love it that something can literally walk the halls of Goldman Sachs with a white shirt or something on someone at a wildly different age range,
Mhm.
and that it can feel this young and
Mhm.
right on someone at the other end of the age
Mhm.
spectrum.
Yeah.
Which that is, by the way, the topic for next week.
Yeah.
Is dressing your age. And it is equally, it's almost going to be more important for your generation. Because I think that this, when I think about dressing my age, yes, there are the things that come up about, I don't want to look like I'm trying too hard and blah, blah, blah. But when I was really thinking about it a lot was when I was in my 20s and I was working, or I had a big client, or, you know, we did a birthday dinner at the Carlisle last night. And I think that if you're in your early 20s, you don't want to, you want to feel like mature and of the moment. It's the Carlisle, it's an event.
Mhm.
But you also don't want to be looking like, you know, the grande dame of the Upper East Side either. So like, how do you do it?
Since she's so pragmatic, I feel like this is almost her fashion week with a really, really nice bag because it's more edgy. But then every day I really do like the loafer for her. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it's so like
The,
way to work.
the sock and the sandal, like, I feel like pulled it together. Like, this
Yeah.
is where I feel like pink is my favorite color, but it's my least favorite color to wear.
Yeah.
But now, I don't feel too pink. I just feel really cool.
And if you look at the video clip from that one style class that's up online now and e-com in this, I'm wearing it with a full gray tie,
Mhm.
and that felt really good too. And
Mhm.
also because like for me, it gave me permission to really go quite high
Yeah.
on
Right.
the unzipping, and it still felt right.
Yeah.
Cool, great. Okay, I love what's happening
All
here.
right. So this is funny because these two live kind of on the same place on the color wheel, and this is the stretch denim shirt. It's like the same saturation. Would you say? So this is the denim shirt. I kind of opened it up because even though I have the slit here, it's not like a sexy, like, you know, sleazy up here slit. It's just a little bit of skin, and I like that I'm showing that here. So opening this up, I thought about putting on the red as an accent, and I would do this over my shoulders, mostly because I'm craving like a little pop of something. So maybe in the winter time or in the fall, I would tie this around under a jacket or just let it kind of hang over my shoulders. I don't love anything too preppy, but this body is so good. So if I were to wear the bottom, I'm curious what this shoulder pad would look like. There's something really nice about these Charlie shirts. Ooh. Okay.
Are you oohing it yourself?
I am. I mean, I'm the only one here, so I gotta ooh and shout myself out. All right.
It's like that little award you gave yourself.
I did not. My teacher gave me that, and I will find her if she's alive.
Your mom told me that.
I was the valedictorian, and I'm gonna prove it to you guys. So if you went to Brooklyn Park Elementary, find photos and send it to me. I'm curious now that I'm showing a little bit of skin on the bottom, what shoe do I want to wear? I really love this color on the bottom. So, but I'm such a dress girl that I would gravitate to the Bronson. If you're someone that really wears more pants, oh, hi.
Hi.
Then I would go to the Leo, but I really love the Bronson, so I would wear the Bronson in this color. I was waiting for you to come back because I wanted to show my pant.
Go for it.
All right, cool.
Go for it. And you know, we're almost out of time.
No, we gotta have an after. This is crazy. We're having so
know.
much fun.
I know. Okay, so I'm wearing the oatmeal here. And what I love about the Stella is that the Stella can be the world's most businessy pant, and then it can be the most chill
It can be
pant,
almost
right?
like a sweatpant.
But this is where choose your sizing. Tibby is designed to be oversized. So I am just under 5'5", and I'm wearing a size 4 in these, and you can see that the rise is intentionally very long. So if I were to go down a size, it's just going to clean it up on my body a little bit more, and it may lack the point of view that I love. I want to show one more thing too for a lot of newbies here, but don't forget the rubber band trick. And this is one I forget that everyone really doesn't know it. And when we were at McMullen, the minute you do it, people are like, wow. But remember, this is the idea that you can shorten a pant for functionality, for sure. Maybe you're like walking in the rain, but you can also shorten your pant with the rubber band, simply just to create a different moment. So here,
So do you do this only with heels? Tell them what.
no, because for me, this actually is a perfect time to wear like, this is where like I would put in the
A bear?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So here, wearing it with a heel, I'm kind of working the whole genie vibe, right?
It's like a balloon pant.
yeah, this reminds you of the balloon pant
Totally.
from like 3 years ago.
So it's a 2-in-1 almost.
Exactly. So this is really giving you a balloon pant, but then you also have this pant. So I think that when I'm really leaning into the style of working the balloon pant, I don't want to call it a trend, guys, because it just becomes, it's just a tool in your wardrobe when you need it. But it's also one that I would absolutely, from a functionality standpoint, if I really am running around in a sandal and committed to keeping the longer length, I would not want it to drag on the ground.
If you get these and you're wondering, I love this so much because there's no need. It's like a mitten that's already in. I always love this. I can't wait for winter.
But we also know the other way what this works is the sweater lock.
So I would do this around my neck. I'll do it with this one.
Yeah.
So if you are traveling or just using it, because scarf,
On the
sweater as
subway.
scarf,
It locks it in.
locked and loaded. So now I would totally do this and I would put on like a black jacket or something. I would feel good.
Or it, and one other way to lock a sweater in is, let's say I'm gonna do, because I could really see myself traveling in this in Europe, but I would do the lock in here where I'm gonna bring it around,
Yeah.
and then here, just bring it through, and that's what keeps it from falling off.
I
When
have
I'm
one
on
more
the trip.
request.
Yeah.
I must know what the moto jacket looks like or the lamb and oatmeal. I have to know.
What do you mean?
I want to see what it looks like on your body.
The Liam.
The lamb and oatmeal or the moto jacket with the little grommets.
Okay.
Slowly.
So do you mind bringing that out here?
It's important to me because I haven't seen it and I really think it's important.
Yeah. And while we're discussing this, we just confirmed the spot for London.
Yay.
So guys, we are going to start to put up the invites. It is in Paddington. I will say when I asked you guys where we should be, you definitely chose Notting Hill over Paddington. But I just want to say in the end, Paddington chose us because the place that we had chosen in Notting Hill, at the end of the day, they were like, no, you can't have your people walking around. And I was like, but our people, like, there's a study right now about what happens to society. And you can watch a society disintegrate by seeing how many people put a shopping cart back into the shopping cart.
I put my bag of Trader Joe's.
And it said that it's the ultimate tell-all because it is not a legal requirement or anything. It is truly like, do you respect the workers here or whatever? And
I love that you brought that up because
I feel like our people, they're putting the cart back.
Yes. Have you ever been at a four-way stop and you're noticing everybody knows that like who's supposed to go next? Even if they want to go faster, they don't. That's the only place I feel like people really respect
yes, it like society is truly forced to behave.
Yeah. Okay,
Um,
so when would you when would you be wearing the full suit? And if you weren't wearing a full suit, what pant would you wear with the Liam?
well, if I was, well, first of all, if I'm packing for Europe,
Mm-hmm.
the full suit comes in because
Mhm.
there's a moment for this.
Mm-hmm.
There's a moment with the black leather jacket. There's a moment for this. And even actually what you're wearing right now with the blue top that you had on earlier.
Yes, yes, yes.
Right?
Mhm.
And then certainly this in the charcoal gray.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that what the beauty of the melange tweed like here is that it really goes with everything.
Mm-hmm.
And if this was a flat color, it loses the emphasis that you can give to other things. You know, you just aren't going to get like the richness
Mm-hmm.
and the texture happening. So
I don't need that. It's funny.
we got to end though.
Do we?
We
I
got like
can't.
Matt is like
Ah,
people like come on.
it's like a real
Yeah.
broadcasting channel, like to commercial. All right. So
I know.
today we spoke about
Okay.
110.9.
Yeah, but actually, can we
Sure.
do the reminders again?
Yes. So
Okay, so London is somewhere like the 25th through the 29th or something.
Mhm.
And then I go on to Vienna, and
Mhm.
Vienna is the 30th and the 1st.
and so we'll be probably announcing what that looks like. People have asked, but just look out on Tibby main page.
And
you
people are signing up for Vienna already.
Okay.
That's being done on Schneeweiss's
Okay.
website and on her Instagram channel. And then Paris is after that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's Paris Market. I'm very happy with this, by the way. Wait, one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like in the spirit of wearing your brights, because just this over my shoulder
Mm-hmm.
when I'm traveling is giving me like happiness.
Cool.
All right, guys, next week it is dressing your age or not, your choice.
What do you want?